Hi everyone, this is Killshot from 99 Gaming. This is The Walking Dead Comics, issue number 71, Read and Explained, aka Comics with Killshot. It has been over a week since I did a comic book read, so let me get you caught up really quickly. In issue number 70, the group is in Alexandria. They went through the interview process, and at the very end, Heath brought up Davidson. Douglas started to lose his mind, so probably going to find out a little bit more about Davidson, and you can see by the front cover, it looks like there's some Halloween event going on. So very anxious to see that. Let's move right along and see what we have in store. Douglas! Seriously, man, what the hell? I know, I'm sorry. You know how I feel. You know what I've said. I didn't mean to overreact. I'm sorry. I lost my temper, Heath, really. Just please, I don't ever want to hear that name again. Agreed. And you better be right about these new people, darling. I trust Aaron and I trust you, but I don't like seeing so many new faces. They could overpower us. Have you ever thought about that? Regina, dear, with all due respect, calm down. We've thrown these people a life raft. They're happy to be here. Just the same, everyone here will keep an eye out for anything weird or off in any way. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to give our new friends a quick tour around the community. I'm getting my dad. Fine, do it. Carl, what's going on? He wanted to see my gun. I told him no, and he pushed me, so I pushed him back. Carl, you shouldn't be letting anyone hold your gun, but you shouldn't be pushing. Listen, I know we're just defending yourself, but I don't want you to hurt these kids. Understand? Yeah. I'm sorry I knocked you down. Ugh. Don't touch me. I'm telling my dad. Everyone okay? Boys being boys. I understand that all too well. Looks like you've settled in nicely, and in record time. Yeah, feels pretty weird too. It's going to take some getting used to. Face feels cold. Well, I'm going to have to put a hold on the showers for now. Gather all your people. I want to take them on a quick walk through the grounds. I'd like to get you guys settled into some houses before dark. Will do. Oh, and we'll need to take all your weapons. We don't allow those inside the walls. Which one is it? That one there. Hey, you, come here, little boy. Whoa, whoa, calm down there, mister. Get your hands off me, pal. That's your son? One in the cowboy hat? It is. You aware your son is picking on my boy? With all due respect, I don't think that's actually what happened. You know how it is. Boys will be boys. Your son asked to see my son's gun. When he refused, your son pushed him, and mine pushed back. Your son has a gun? What the hell's going on here, Douglas? We're taking their weapons now. We didn't know the boy was carrying a gun, too. We're still settling in. We've only been here a few hours. I'm sorry. I don't believe I caught your name. It's Nicholas. It's my son, Mikey. Well, Nicholas, I'm Rick. Douglas asked me to keep an eye on things around the community. I'll be keeping the peace. I certainly understand your anger. Were the roles reversed, I could easily see myself behaving the same way. Thing is, I wouldn't want some unknown kid showing my son a gun either. Absolutely not. So, we've gotten to the bottom of this little misunderstanding. Good. You seem like a nice guy, Nicholas. I'm sure my son and yours will get along real well, once he stops packing heat. Good. If everyone please follow me, we'll drop your weapons off and get started on our tour. Nicholas, you're welcome to join us if you'd like. No thanks, Douglas. I've seen the place before. This house also acts as our armory for all intents and purposes. We keep our weapons here, closed to the gate. For safety purposes, we do not allow any weapons to be carried within these walls. We're not taking your weapons. They're still yours. We just ask you live within these walls. You allow us to store them here. If you guys will please remove all your weapons and place them on the porch, Olivia will bring them all inside. I'd like to keep my sword with me. It has sentimental value. Again, we're not taking your weapons. We're just storing them here. I'm sorry, but a weapon is a weapon. And I'm told you're quite deadly with that sword. Oh, Douglas, a weapon is a weapon. Anything can be a weapon. To most people, a hammer would be more deadly than that sword. You let people keep those. I've got knives in my kitchen, are much smaller than that. Let the woman keep her sword. You do not carry it with you. Keep it in your house. In fact, I want to see it hanging over your mantle. It's retired as long as you're within these walls. Scott, you awake? They told me you're awake. I am. Feeling okay? Hell of a day today, huh? Yeah, one for the books. Doc's got me on some painkillers. Not working great, but they do enough. I was pretty out of it. I remember Aaron came and saved us, but he had new people with him, right? Seemed like a lot. But that can't be right. No, it is. Aaron found a group of 12, women, kids, all normal. At least they seem that way. Apparently they've holed up in a few places for a long time, but they've mostly survived on their own. It's crazy. 12? That's a small army. That makes me a little uneasy. I don't... Hey, Scott! Just checking up to make sure you're doing okay. Try not to move that leg until I get something more sturdy on it. If you need anything, I'll be in the next room getting ready. Good to see you, Heath. Likewise, Dr. Cloyd. This house is the infirmary. We actually have 3 doctors here in the community, 1 a surgeon. Thanks to Heath and the other runners, we have some state-of-the-art equipment. It's quite nice. That's pretty much everything. 2 streets of houses, a meeting house, the army/storehouse, and the infirmary. We've got a crew working on expansion every day. We're expanding a wall over a couple more streets. There's a general store, a church, some useful buildings, and some more houses, of course. Could be completed a couple weeks at the most. And then we'll start another expansion. That's what we do. We started with 1 street and have kept expanding. You're part of a community now. Welcome to something very special. These are the last of the vacants. Obviously not enough for all of you, at least not until the expansion. I'll let you discuss how you'd like to divide them amongst yourself. We've got 3 houses to split among us. Holy crap, right? I don't really care how we split them, as long as the couple stay together, obviously. Yeah, really. I'll sleep wherever. I don't care. Fine, I'll take House 1 with Carl, Andrea, Morgan. House 2 can be Maggie, Glenn, Sophia, and Michonne. That leaves Abraham, Rosita, Gabrielle, and Eugene in House 3. Everyone okay with that? Fine with me. Let's unload the truck. Start getting things set up. This is something else, huh? You know, it really is. I'm impressed. Listen, I didn't mean to put Eugene in your house. I wasn't thinking there. I know things are still tense. Thanks for not causing a fuss. I need to talk to him. He was a close friend before I found out how full of it he was, or at least what passes for a close friend these days. And he brought us here, so that's got to count for something. Thing is, I didn't cause a fuss because we're not sleeping in our house tonight. What? What are you thinking? I'm thinking they took our weapons and are splitting us up. Could be nothing, could be something. I'll say we sneak through the backyards after dark. We all sleep in your house without them knowing. Just to be on the safe side. Yeah, I can get behind that as a precaution for the first few days. Let's spread the word. Carl, why aren't you asleep? Can't. It's weird here. Not normal. I can't sleep because of it. All that running and playing you did, I figured you'd be exhausted, put right to sleep. You okay? Anything you want to talk about? I don't think the other kids are going to like me. I'm not like them, Dad. Nonsense. You just forgotten that you're a kid. That's all. It'll all come back to you. Don't worry. This place is going to be good for you. For us. You'll see. I don't know. Maybe. I sure hope... Knock, knock. Is that the front door? Stay here. I've got it. Stay put. I've got it. I'm sure it's nothing. Hi, Rick. Sorry to bother you. Meant to tell you earlier, but we're doing a Halloween thing tomorrow. We've got candy for all the houses back at the supply house. All the kids are dressing up. Wanted to make sure I told you tonight so you could be thinking about the kids' costumes. Although, I guess Carl's already dressed up as a cowboy. So, that works. Yeah, that'll be fun for the kids. Thanks for letting me know. All in one house. Smart. Much safer if we do turn out to be dangerous. Have a good night, Rick. Really, Carl? I'm sure we can throw something together. It'd only take a minute. No, this is stupid. I don't want to dress up. Having a good time? Look at that little cowboy. Very cool. Ah, don't mind him. He's just here for the candy. Who isn't? I hope your people are enjoying this. A holiday. I'm sure that's not something you guys have celebrated many of. I'll be honest with you, Douglas. We're still a little skeptical, as you learned last night, but this whole place is really growing on us. You've done something remarkable here. I need to compare the calendars with you. Andrea was keeping one for us for a little while, but it's spotty at best. Are you sure it's October 31st? I hate to admit it, but no. None of us were keeping track in the early days. We're at least a week or so off, I'm sure. We just guessed that start date and started keeping track after things were set up here. For some reason, that's always going to bug me, not really knowing what day it is. We need to ask around. I'm sure there's some way you can use the moon to figure it all out. What's the matter? She thought I was a cowboy, too. This is stupid. I'm going home. Please excuse me. No worries. We'll have plenty of time to talk later. Carl, slow down. Wait. Why are you going home? This is stupid. I don't want to do it anymore. The costumes, the candy, everyone walking around acting like nothing's happening around them. They're all stupid. The roamers didn't go away because you can't see them. I hate this place, Dad. It doesn't feel real. It feels like everyone's playing pretend. Carl, listen to me, please. You can let yourself enjoy this. I know you want to. Go, have fun. Be a kid. We're safe. You can let your guard down, relax. We don't have to live like we used to. Things are different now. But Dad, what about when we leave here? I don't want to get used to this. It'll make us weak. I don't want to die. Come on. I'll take you home. He okay? Fine. He's inside reading. Can't ever really get on to him for doing that, you know? Tell me something. Why are you doing this midday? Halloween at night is scary, Rick. I figure it's best to avoid any of that. Mind if I bend your ear a little? I think I could use your advice. Really? Regarding what? Placement. You were easy. Abraham's on his way to security and construction. Morgan's going to be a chef. Glenn's going to be a runner, replacing Scott for the time being. Maggie's going to be a teacher. It'd be good to have two of those. Rosita's going to work with the doctors and train with them. Eugene's going to be a community planner. Gabrielle will have a church in a matter of days. I'm torn on Michonne. She was a lawyer, and I understand she's tough as nails. Putting it mildly. Right. So while I don't think we need a lawyer per se, I think you could probably use help as a constable, and she'd be muscle and brains as far as upholding the law goes. That sound good to you? That sounds perfect. The other one I'm having trouble with is Andrea. She's a sharpshooter. That tells me security, but when I think about it, it seems like a waste of her talents, so I'm at a loss. Who's our lookout? Our what? You don't have a lookout? Crew people, Douglas. Aaron and Eric, they watch them. Make sure they're okay. Then you bring them in, make sure they're okay, safe, not crazy. What if someone found you? What then? Or even worse, what if it was a big group, big enough to actually mount an attack on this place? What if someone wanted to take it over? You have to know how desirable a place like this would look on the outside. When we were in prison, that was a big concern. Someone we didn't want in, wanting in. And eventually, it happened. It's not like that's something we've never considered. But I always thought the wall was enough. I think you're right, though. We need a lookout. There's a bell tower up the street, ways from here. I saw it on the way in. Some kind of government building. That would make a good position. Okay, then. Andrea is our lookout. Someone's in here. Sorry. It's nice, and they seem like good people. Excuse me. No, not one more. No more. You've had enough. You're supposed to be asleep right now. Oh, Mom, but I have so much candy. Don't bother Abraham, Rosita in there. I think they're taking a shower, and I'm next. You gonna brush your teeth? I can move some of the dishes out of the way. Sorry, I always hate leaving them overnight. Also, I'm doing dishes. Isn't that neat? I actually missed this. It's okay, Glenn. I give up. Don't worry about it. I can't believe Carl's sleeping through all this. That house is a circus. Me neither. I'm thinking tomorrow we spread out to the other houses. Hey, look at that. Weird, right? I know. Everything just seems fake. You know, Carl was saying that earlier. I guess after everything we've been through, this just doesn't seem possible. I mean, I'm here and I can hardly believe it. This won't last. Never does. Enjoy it while you can and pray it doesn't make us too soft to survive when it's over. Am I the only person thinking that this could actually be something that lasts? I was the skeptic. What happened? Why couldn't we spend the rest of our lives here? Is that impossible? There's just so much that could go wrong. An organized group could attack, a herd could tear through here, fire, storms, any number of things. And look at us. You really think they're going to let us stay here once they realize how screwed up we all are? Are you kidding? Have you been watching these people? Anyone half dangerous they send out to work construction outside the wall every day. If they ever try to make us leave, we'll just take this place from them and make it ours. And there it is. Rick is already planning a backup plan. Look at the look on his face. Thanks everyone for watching. So the group is starting to get a little bit more comfortable. Carl, once again, is kind of leading the charge, letting everybody know, hey, I don't like this place. I don't want to be weak. But I think Rick caught on to that vibe as well. He says, try to like it, but if you don't like it, we'll just take it. Thanks once again. Give this video a thumbs up. This is The Walking Dead Comics issue number 71, Read and Explained, aka Comics with Killshot. Peace.